All right, what's up, everyone? Jeremy and Travis Wizard back for round two of leveling up.
What's going on? Also known as Travis Wu,
Oh,
also
also,
the Magic for Good community. But what's up, Jeremy?
yeah, I,
MTG HQ. Thanks for having me.
I go by only one name, but hopefully I will have a second once I ascend my standard level. Maybe I'll have a also known as. But we are going
Yeah,
to.
so what are
I
we doing?
Okay, so I just went over. This is not my original deck. This is a deck that has been slightly modified that won GP Milwaukee.
Hmm.
Um, and we
And it's
talked.
gonna win GP Minneapolis, right? You're gonna
That's right. Yep, this is a
with
deck
you?
I'm planning on taking to GP Minneapolis after we make some changes. I have some test cards in the sideboard that we're not sure what's going to happen just yet with them, but some of the subtle changes is I'm at least running one copy of Sin Prodder in the main deck. I'm considering more. We're running a third copy of Chandra instead of two, and fewer copies of Declaration in Stone. One thing that I'm concerned about, and Travis, you'll definitely know better than I will. A lot of people say the online meta is super different, or it can be very different because money is a thing
Oh,
online.
definitely, definitely.
So
Um,
when I run only two copies of Declaration, like, do you think I'm going to see that many vastly different decks in the field at the GP?
the biggest difference between online meta and Grand Prix is Grand Prix tends to have more expensive decks because online, people don't want to shell out the money. They play the more budget decks in general. They don't have quite all the cards. They have most of the cards. GP, they have all the cards, right?
Okay.
People are spending $60 to sign up, $200 for weekend hotel to drive or to fly, whatever, right? So people come with the big guns for Grand Prix. So that means just expect more planeswalkers, more mythics, more avacins, more jaces than you would see online.
Okay, that's fair to know. All right, what's up, everyone? I'm back this week with T Woo, Travis Wizard, and Magic for Good community. Man,
Shout out to Jeremy,
yeah.
MTGHQ. Thanks, man. I know some of you guys were requesting this, that we keep doing this, so we're back.
This week we're gonna look at a slightly modified deck of the Naya deck that won GP Milwaukee. It's a deck that I think I want to play and modify and win GP Minneapolis with.
Right, yeah. One GP Milwaukee, next step GP Minneapolis. So, goal is to help Jeremy get prepared. So, if you see comments, if you leave comments of things we can do better, Jeremy can do better, or make plans, I think that would be helpful. And
Yes.
hopefully we see a good result. So,
Yeah. Well, this opener isn't as good as the last one, but my initial thought is it's probably fine. I can play Evolving Wilds, go get my mountain, and at worst, have a chance to play Nissa on turn 3 and Arlen on turn 4 if I hit a land.
hmm
No Sylvan Advocate in the opener, but I think I'll keep this.
Yeah, I would also recommend messaging the opponent and telling him that you're going to play slowly. Because when you're in tournament practice and it takes you very long, people will just leave.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, where, so, I mean, it could be a good call to jump in the tournament play, or it helps to just say, hey, you know, then that really reduces the chance that people leave. I'm definitely tend to be impatient, so I understand these people.
All right. He said he's good, so that's a good point. Another pro tip. All right. So I think let's go get that Mountain Dew so we can perhaps cast Arlen on curve.
Yeah, this is pretty sweet.
Yeah, then worst case right now, we're going to go Forest into Canopy Vista. It'd be nice to top deck a Sylvan Advocate, but, you know.
Yeah, yeah, into a fourth land.
Yeah, I mean, while we're just, Oath and this is okay.
Yeah, something to do.
Yeah, and we can at least go get our fourth land potentially, or maybe we want some. Oh, yeah, I think I take the fortified village here. What do you think about that?
I think it's a really tough pick because the village is coming into play tapped on turn 4,
Oh yeah,
so it's not necessarily the land you want. And Gideon gives you another 4-drop, which would play well with Nissa and Arlen.
that's
I
true.
think it's not at all obvious what the pick is here, and
I think.
I would say
Oh, sorry.
that's what I would have taken the Gideon.
Yeah, I
I'm,
think.
I'm a greedy human being.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna side with greed. At worst, we're playing Nissa and we're waiting on that 4th land.
Yeah, and secure the waste for 2, and then Anthem for the team is not a bad play if we end up missing.
Okay, so we got Canopy Vista. I think we. So you mentioned secure the waste for 2. The line I was thinking was just putting this out right away because he can't
Sure.
negate it. But
Yeah, I like Nissa. I'm thinking multiple turns ahead if
oh,
we miss
okay.
our 4th land. Yeah, like, so when I look at that Oath of Nissa play, it's like, what's the worst case scenario if we miss a land? And the worst case scenario is secure the waste, Anthem everyone, and then we've got a pretty good board position. So
Oh, yeah.
that's what made me want the Gideon, is like, even if we miss land, like, we're still doing, we
Yeah.
don't have to top deck, right?
Yeah. So now he's leaving up 3. This deck plays negate, from what I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. So here I'm thinking either. I think we could play Sylvan Advocate plus Nissa, or we could plus Nissa and try to secure the waste at the end step, and then put counters on. Maybe the plant and gives us 4 creatures on board. Wouldn't be so bad if he doesn't counter secure the wastes.
Yeah. I like the Advocate play because we save the secure the waste for later. I mean, would you rather have 2 1/1s or a 2/3?
Yeah,
A 2/3 is also, if we're concerned about negate, this is less of a big deal.
true. I think if this is the deck I'm thinking it is, I lost to this deck the last time I played it, but I can't remember how. Is this? Well, it'll become clear. I know he negated my Chandras. That's I mean, I didn't have a way to beat him, but I forgot what the creatures. Does this deck play? No, not Odd Nixilis. That's the other deck. Draconic Roar. Okay, we talked about.
Okay,
Thunderbreak
so-
Regent. Okay,
I'll call you back, bro.
so this is
Call
a
you in 30. Sorry about that. Yo, we got a comment on the last video
yeah.
of saying, yo, Jeremy should mute his phone because he got some text messages. But this
Oh.
time I got a phone call, so that's on me.
Good idea though. There we go. All right. So Draconic Roar is good value for him. Cast at main phase
Yeah.
though, interesting. Why would you not wait for that?
Maybe you use like Dramoka's command to put a +1 counter on it.
Oh,
And
that's the other card I was thinking about for this deck is Dramoka's Command, but I wasn't running into enough scenarios where the +1 was relevant. The counters were relevant. Or the
it
fighting.
seems like the metagame has gotten less good for Dramoka's command also because the prevalence and commonness of these oaths makes the sacrifice effect much worse, which was much better in the last standard season when there's a bunch of silk wraps and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it's a really strong card. It's gotten a little bit worse with the recent printings.
So now in this case, so this is something that often. Okay, now I have. I can't cast Gideon, which is unfortunate. But
You can cast Gideon because of Oath of Nissa.
oh yes, I can.
Yeah.
So
By the way, if you go back to the last turn, I think it would have been a good time to cast Secure the Waste because your mana is going to be tied up for ages, and you can. I mean, you have the anthems. At some point, we want to put board pressure. So say you had made 2 1/1s, and you untap, and yeah.
I get you.
I also think it would be good to cast Gideon before.
Before doing the plus.
Yeah, just to know, like, I can imagine scenarios where, I mean, it's too late now. I can imagine scenarios where, how does Oath of Nissa work? Should work, right?
Yep. Yeah.
I can imagine scenarios where you would want to put it, grow the team of plants.
Okay. Oh, so this is Esper Dragons what we're playing, right?
Or Grixis, but
Or
yeah.
Grixis,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So what is the dragon that they've revealed?
Thunderbreak Regent.
Okay.
So that's bad now, because he can kill Nissa this turn, right? 4/4 haster, right?
The Regent does not have haste.
Oh, that's the one that if you target it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have all these plants. I'm not exactly sure on this deck list. I'm gonna do a little, while you're playing, I'm gonna do a little deck list digging
Okay.
and try to dig up Grixis Dragons list and figure out if they have sweepers, Radiant Flames, or Languish.
Here's Goblin Dark Dwellers. Bring back Draconic Roar. That'll be... I mean, that's fine. But... now plussing our team will cost us Nissa.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no, it does 3, right? So we can't even...
Yeah. Yeah. But we've got blockers for days, and...
we've got time.
we have a free window here to cast either Arlen or Gideon.
So this is a good question. So I feel like Gideon is better. Although the flip side of Arlen's pretty good with the existing board state we have now. But 1/1 and trample is not relevant against a 4/4 right now either.
It's true. I think we want to make 2/2s, and Gideon's actually better at making 2/2s, right?
Yeah. So let's go. And I'll go back and watch this too. It's helpful, like, even if you're like, if I don't give you time to give me good advice, like, I will go back and, think about, okay, so we want to make a 2/2 here.
There's also, I wouldn't recommend it, but there's another line of play you could have made here where you Oath of Nissa, looking for a land. You're most likely going to hit a land, and then we'll be able to play a 4-drop, and then next turn we could curve into Linvala potentially. Do I think that is better? No, but it was also worth. It's something I considered.
Yeah, I briefly considered it too as a fellow greedy player. It would have given us an extra land.
Mm-hmm. So, depending on what the opponent has, I mean, we want to think about how we're actually going to win this game, right?
Yeah.
One of the ways is through use of these anthems, which we could do too. We could really grow these creatures.
So we have... okay, so yeah, very interesting here. So we could... I feel like... so if we do the 1/1 counters, that doesn't feel as good. But if we do this and this, we have a bunch of 2/2s. I could declaration this, potentially.
So, there's a few options here, right? I think before we use our planeswalkers, we should probably play a spell, which is either Arlen or Secure the Waste, because that will give us more information. We could wait and secure the waste, but if we secure the waste now, then but secure the waste, the longer we wait on that, the better.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense to play Arlen. Depending on if the opponent counters it or not, we can choose how to use our planeswalkers.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's a good advice. I need to get better at which... oh, okay. I did not expect it to resolve.
Yeah, so...
boy, we can really start to make a pretty big army here. I feel like one more pass at making tokens before antheming, before... I don't feel like losing Nissa just to give everything 1/1. Okay.
And you could also potentially... I mean, the thing is, we don't want to grow our team and then lose it to Languish or Radiant Flames, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it seems fine to maybe even plus Gideon, so that we can try that. That would be really greedy, but I mean, greed wins, right?
I mean, when we have 3 planeswalkers on the battlefield at one time, I feel like we've surpassed the point of not being greedy. Um, and like you said, we do have to kill him at some point.
Sure, yeah. And also, I think it also would have been worth considering plussing Arlen to push more damage this turn. Growing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my big concern on this turn would be they play Radiant Flames.
Radiant Flames or Languish would be brutal, but if they don't, we probably win on the next turn.
Yes. Yes. Radiant Flames would be more brutal because they keep their Dark Dwellers and are able to knock off one of our Planeswalkers. But, I mean, we've got Secure the Wastes as well, which has become insane. And if they Languish, we can untap, or they Radiant Flames, untap, hit our 6th land, win Bala.
Yeah. That would seem good too. Languish. 6.
Might be a hasty dragon. Silumgar. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Can I swear on this channel?
Yeah.
Is this G-rated?
No,
Okay,
no.
Not G-rated. Okay.
Or it could be what about oh yeah, it's Slumgar, right? But no? Wait.
It could be an X spell. I mean, it could be Chandra. It could be any number of things.
Chandra I'd be fine with, right? Oh no, Chandra would be bad too.
Yeah, -3.
Ruinous Path. Okay.
It's trying to awaken and could not.
Did not have enough mana.
So
next turn, we +1 and -2, and well, Declaration first, clear the way, and well, let's see what happens here. Double Ruinous Path, maybe? No, he doesn't have a man.
it might be a Radiant Flames and then take out one of our Planeswalkers. Or a Draconic Roar. It looks like another Draconic Roar.
Okay.
That's obnoxious.
Yeah, that's a good turn for him. Okay, so I get to apply the damage.
I think that that's a lie. He should be able to choose where the damage goes. I would click on yourself. Ideally, we want to take the damage. Right. I think that this is like buggy. I'm not sure what the hell is going on here.
Click the shield to prevent damage to players. Click OK to automatically choose. What? What shield?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense because it's the opponent's choice of where the damage is gonna go.
Yeah, that's weird.
If somebody who's watching knows what that's about.
Okay.
Ooh, they took out R1, which is interesting.
I think that's good for us, right? We could.
Wait, how does Menace work? Can we block that thing? It takes multiple creatures, right?
Takes 2, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But if he swings with 2, we could. Oh, he didn't even attack. So that's information. So if we, Radiant Flame's no good in our deck anymore.
Yeah, super bad. Okay, that's coming out. We're sideboarding that out.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think we could Declaration -2 swing. We could Secure the Waste and get really greedy, but then we get really blown out by Radiant Flames or Languish.
If he had that, would he have not played it? Right?
I would think, yeah. So we'd have to top deck it.
Yeah, and I mean, we Declaration, we attack for 7. We're not necessarily winning through. We're not guaranteed to win, really. I like Secure the Waste because it's just maybe we get blown out, but it's just too ridiculous if it works.
Man, you're not a good influence on my greed. Okay, so
I mean, you gotta go for the win sometimes, right?
yeah. So then that means, so if we're going for the win, then that means we're plussing Nissa here for another creature.
We play Secure the Waste and then.
Oh, main phase, because we know we can resolve it.
Yeah, we Secure the Waste right now, put a counter on everything, and turn everybody sideways. I mean, I don't. This might be the losing play, right? But it seems as if the opponent had a sweeper, they would have played it.
Here we go. All right.
Yeah, that's super impressive board.
Yeah, we have 5, 8, another 8, 16, 21 damage on the board. So he takes 5 here. He has to have a sweeper or he loses, most likely.
Pretty much. And, I mean, maybe he has it. Languish.
He went
what
6.
What does Silumgar do? Chandra. Yeah. That's a sweeper. That was something we probably should have or could have played around.
Yeah, that happened.
I don't know. I mean, you go for the win. Like, worst case, we learn.
Well, he he probably top decked it, right? Because otherwise, he didn't have it before. Otherwise, he plays it, right?
We're assuming the opponent has a certain level of competence.
1, 2, 3, 4. We're stuck on 5. So I think we go Oath of Nissa here. We got to get to
Yes.
6 land.
I'm not saying the opponent's bad, but I mean, it's possible we made an assumption they didn't have it. It's possible they just saw a different play.
Oh, true. Right. They could have had it all along. Yeah.
That might have been a poor read.
It feels greedy to take this Dragon Lord, but it also,
But it wins.
yeah. I mean, we're gonna probably hit a land, right? Eventually. We have 20 life.
Yeah, I'm okay with the greedy play.
All right. I'm just gonna err on the side of greed.
Yeah, I mean, this game is all about greed. We made the greedy play every game. Like, it's testing, right?
Yeah.
This is the goal isn't to play everything 100% correct. The goal is to try out not even specific lines, but treat the deck in a certain way, right? We can, in the next game, perhaps we can go really conservative, everything, all conservative, and see how that feels, or if it wins more.
I have a feeling it's going to feel pretty terrible compared to this. Oh, Kalidas. Okay, well, lifelink will be annoying, but we can declaration it if we don't hit our land.
Yes.
We can, if we hit our land, we can just cast Dragonlord and keep declaration up to remove any potential blockers.
Well, I mean, we have like basically 2 turns to top deck because that Chandra's gonna annihilate us otherwise.
Oh, I have faith. Here it is. It's gonna be here. Untapped land. Show me. How about just the plains would be fine. Yeah. Okay. So I think I have to probably Oath. I probably have to declaration Kalidas, right? We can't have him gaining life. So let's cast Oath first to see if he has.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
By the way, yeah, I mean, we'll have to go back and watch this. Definitely greedy line. I like to go back and reconsider things as well. So say that we had not played the Secure the Waste there, and had instead, the Chandra was going to cause us problems no matter what.
Yeah.
I feel.
Oh, nice. All right. So we got rid of Kalidas. And we do have 2 blockers for those 3 ones, which is nice. It buys us another turn. Yeah, if we don't play Secure the Waste, what was the other option there? To play... let me think.
Declaration and Stone, the Dark Dwellers, and
swing. Yeah.
Yeah, that would have... Chandra still would have been pretty brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he could be dead right now, but I don't think so. So, I think I can just take this. I mean, although I do have 2 chumpers. That's kind of what they're for. My gut is just to take this for now.
Yeah. I agree.
Because Linvala will gain us life if we can cast her.
If we can take another damage without dying. The thing is, the next hit is a good chance of being lethal.
Oh, it's more. It's not equal to. Oh, there's Thunderbreaker.
Yeah.
So now it's got to be Dragonlord Jamoka. So we have to hit a land here.
Pretty much. Oh man, so I'm kidding, but so unlucky. We never drew our 6th land.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, we passed it up twice, right?
yeah. Ah, okay. All right, this is bad. So we lose this game. Yep. Okay,
Yeah.
so we're gonna use what we learned from Tiwu here and not waste any more time because we have to beat him twice in 12 minutes. I think Radiant Flames comes out.
Definitely.
It doesn't feel good. See, that was a kind of an example of where I was talking like, if we could have resolved a burn from within, it wouldn't have been enough to kill him. Archangel Avacyn doesn't help us against Languish, but we didn't see Languish.
Yeah, and it's a strong end of turn play.
Yeah, I think we could play that.
Hallowed Moonlight is okay. It stops Goblin Dark Dwellers. Oh no, it doesn't work. It doesn't do anything. Okay, never mind. Stops a Chandra plus, but not very good.
We have
Simprotter might be okay.
Yeah, we would go from a one of to two of Sinprotter. We could play a fourth Chandra. He does have counter magic, so that's possible.
I think the Simprotter is fine here because
It's
it
it's
just seems.
it's another threat that he has to deal with, and also potential
Yeah.
card draw for us.
We gotta ask ourselves, are we the control deck or the aggro deck in this matchup? And it's hard to even say we're the control deck because as the game goes along, Read the Bones, Goblin Dark Dwellers.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, this isn't really an aggro deck either.
Yeah, yeah. I think we have a good chance in that matchup if we hit our sixth land. But like you said, we did pass it up twice.
Oh yeah.
But that was just, that's the randomness of the game. I think we were definitely heavily favored to draw land based on the number of lands over the number of non-lands left in our deck. We just didn't draw it.
I'm not certain we've got the right mana base. We can take a look at it, but for one thing, I noticed there's no Needle Spires.
There is Needle Spires in here.
Oh, there is. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the card I like.
Okay, so this is not great, but if we hit it, I mean, we can do stuff early, and if we hit a third land, we get Simprotter out. I'm inclined to keep this, but they're both tap lands, so I'm not doing anything for 2 turns. Double Avacyn in opener, and I don't even have a plains. I gotta ship this.
Yeah, I hate it, but
Yeah. Oh no, that's what.
then again, this stuff happens.
Yeah. That's brutal.
I mean, you could go. Hang on. Like, we got to think about. Like, we got to play it to actually win. Like, what are our chances of winning from a random 5 against this deck?
Very slim.
So, say theoretically we keep this. Like, what has to go right for this to be a winning hand? If we draw land, this hand is fucking insane, right?
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Might be good enough, right? So, personally, I feel like keeping. I can see the possibility of a win with this hand, right?
Yeah, we have all the power we need. We have to runner land. We do have 1 scry to help us. He did keep 7, so going to 5 is even worse.
Yeah, so I realize we keep this, there's a good chance we just lose and it's going to look really bad. But if we go to 5, there's no guarantee we have any lands in that hand at all.
True.
So, I mean, the story of this match is perhaps greed.
Yeah.
Although, also, we could go back and maybe you're right about that 7, because it's at least playing a Sylvan Advocate, and mulliganing is not always the fix.
Yeah. Okay, so that was unfortunate.
Yeah, that sucks.
We only have 2 in the deck, and I shipped 1 to the bottom.
Both of those hands sucked.
Yeah. But we, maybe, one... I thought about playing that in this deck, too. Oath of Nissa, I guess. I would have liked you last turn. There's a Needle Spires. Yeah, I take that, right? I can't do anything with it anyway. This turn.
Probably. I mean, so the double white is really only relevant for casting
Gideon.
But having 2 basics in play will let our lands come into play untapped later.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we're so far behind on tempo. We have got plenty of things to do.
If we can hit an untapped forest here, well, actually, Sylvan Advocate does buy us some time.
I'm concerned about that Dragon Master Outcast.
Oh, we got Oath of Chandra for that. We're just gonna eventually. We're gonna just get there.
I hope so.
Okay,
Nice.
3 lands. All right, so I think, and we have double planes. So if we top deck a planes, we can play Gideon. I could leave this open and try to secure the waste and block, but maybe Oath of Gideon's better because I get 2 blockers, and if we do hit our land, he comes in with an additional.
Well, I also don't mind Nissa making a plant to block, because Oath of Nissa gives loyalty to our planeswalkers. Again, that's the greed in me. Like, I want max value out of Oath of Nissa.
Yeah.
But
We don't have. Oh, this one. Yeah. That way. Yeah.
So the worst thing that can happen, we play Nissa and we plus it, and our opponent uses Draconic Roar and kills it.
Yeah.
That would suck. So it's a tough call.
I'm going into my turtle shell here.
Sure, okay, do whatever.
I'm gonna try to.
I wouldn't have minded the secure the waste to deal with the Dragon Master Outcast. That thing terrifies me.
Yeah, we don't have any way to deal with it either, other than curving out into Chandra. But if any untapped land right now gets us back in the game, at least temporarily. He's tapping out for Thunderbreak Regent. Yeah, that's not good.
I'm not sure what to say.
It
It hasn't gone great.
It's very bad. Well,
What card that's not even in the deck? Like, what would be the best possible play on 4 right now?
Languish.
What if we went back? Yeah, went back and hit our second land. I think that a deck like Planeswalkers is very tempo oriented because either your Planeswalkers stay on the battlefield and are accruing advantages, or we can't stick a Planeswalker and
Yeah, and it's just bad.
effect. Yeah, so
I mean, I guess our out right now is getting to Chandra and wiping the
Yes.
board. That's the
Yeah,
only way we
yes.
come back.
yes.
So I think maybe we sacrifice Gideon here.
I'm okay with it, yeah, because say that we make a 2/2, that puts the pressure on the opponent to attack it with Thunderbreak, or we could +1 Gideon.
Yeah, we could +1 Gideon and it survives.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
I think we do that. Oh, actually, it does anyway. That's right, because Oath of Gideon. So he
Oh,
already has
well,
5. So
Oath of
let's.
Gideon is a better play. I didn't fully understand that.
So we'll
Yeah.
put a dude out there.
hmm
So
Yeah, way to look ahead to the future, because if you ask how can we possibly win this game, Chandra sweep,
yeah,
definitely.
we have to probably hit runner lands. So and one of
Yes.
them has to be mountain.
Yes. Well, it doesn't because of Oath of Nissa.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I keep forgetting that.
We need runner lands. Or if the opponent misses their 6th land, that gives us a little bit of hope. Also, the opponent plays counter spells and discard, so we need runner land, and they have nothing.
Yeah, they have 5 lands in hand currently. We're working under that assumption.
Yes.
Oh wait, actually, what's worse is wait, what is this? Oh, yeah, right, 6 lands. Okay, yeah, we have to beat Dragon Master Outcast.
I think
Well-
we're saying it.
Oath of Chandra would kill it. Draconic Roar. Okay,
Yeah, but we
good
need to
play.
deal with that Thunderbreak Regent too.
Yeah, he kills Gideon here. Fine. I think our plan is still the same. Runner lands. He's probably got Slumgar Scorn.
So, yeah. So maybe how can we?
Well, we
yeah.
didn't hit a land.
Yeah.
What if we put something out that he would be inclined to counter? But we're also, this is bad.
So if we're gonna get into Chandra, I think it would make sense to go end of turn, secure the waste for 4, get it countered, untap Chandra. Maybe Sin Prodder will help us draw into the win. And I think at 19 life, we have a little bit of time. One, if the opponent... I like Sin Prodder here.
Oh, do you?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we want to secure the waste immediately before Chandra, right? Not
How-
like several turns before.
Oh, okay. Shit, I hit F4. So can I undo that?
Hit F3, yeah.
Okay, F3.
F3 takes it off.
All right.
Yeah, so we're in a position where, I mean, the opponent, we don't even know if they have the 6th land. They might not.
2, 3, 4, 5.
And Oath of Nissa, alright, fuck. Well, hell, man. But,
All right, so now wait. The only thing that saves me now is Oath of Chandra. It's the only way I have. Oh, no, I have Declaration in Stone. I have Oath of Chandra. These are 2 things that could kill it.
Also, Chandra, because of Oath of Gideon, can come in -5. So
Oh, that is. Yeah, so that's good
Yeah.
too. Ah, crap.
Oh, no.
There we go,
Yeah,
Chandra.
Commenters, by the way, would you have kept that 7 or would you have gone to 5? What do you think about that? I think that was a really tough decision, and we'd like to hear what you would have done.
Oh, he took secure the waste. Well, that's good for us, I guess.
Or it means that he's got.
Yeah, he's got ultimate on top answers. Well, we have to top deck a removal spell right now for that Dragon Master to buy us more time.
Or a land.
Avacyn would be brutal if we could cast it.
It would be good. Or it would be okay, really. I mean,
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be that good.
Alright, well, that was kind of a beating.
Yeah, I think we're just done here. You have time to do one more?
I would like to. I can't.
That's fair.
But yeah, I know you guys like this. We'll do more.
Sure. Just to show you the land base, by the way, so you can see it, it's got 2 needle spires in it.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe we'll think about that was rough, but lots of stuff to learn from it, and
Yeah.
that's kind of important right now.
So we were greedy in the first game. I think we could have played a bit more. I would say, again, the goal with testing is not I'm gonna play 100% correct. It's to test different lines. Like, what is this deck? Is it a deck that rewards playing conservatively? Is it a deck that rewards being greedy? Is it a deck that rewards tempo? Is it a deck that rewards cards? So when we're testing, we're trying on kind of different personalities of play. So I would say try playing a little more conservatively and see if you like it. It might not be superior.
Yeah, we could have just been unlucky there too. Like, it could reward greed, like you said. I have to play. I'm gonna play the rest of the evening on this deck and just see, because if I think we have a fair chance in game 1 if we hit our 6th land. Game 2 was worse, but we started with 7 bad cards and then 6 bad.
There was so many decisions. There's no chance we played it all all right.
Yeah.
There's so many planeswalkers, right? So there may have been a point to anthem our team and start attacking earlier. Maybe we should have done that with the Gideon. Maybe we should have done that with the Nissa. And it helps to get really clear about the kind of personality of the deck, especially in matchups. And from what we saw in that game, that match, my feeling is we're going to be rewarded for getting ahead and pushing damage.
Yeah, and if I played again, maybe the land flow is a little more purely or easily, and I'm able to see that. But I do appreciate, Travis, your time. Lots of good stuff. I think lots of good learning moments in this video. I'm gonna go back and watch the gameplay again and consider some of the stuff you said. If you guys enjoy this content, let us know, and we'll try to keep doing it. Make sure you check out Travis's channel. I will link it in the description below. I know there is an impending name change coming up at some point, but it's currently Magic for Good.
Gonna be Travis Wizard.
Okay.
Because I started playing chess and stuff like that, so it just makes more sense to.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks, man. I think that this is a good starting point and a good learning point. I would also look at those burn spells in the sideboard, and maybe there's something else. But if I had time, we would definitely do another one right now, but I've got a lunch date.
Oh, hey, no worries, man. I understand.
Yeah,
I understand.
We'll do it again. I
All
think
right.
people like this, and I like it too, so.
All right. Hey, thanks a lot, Travis. You guys have a good one. Go check out his channel. What's up, and thanks for watching this video. I produce all different kinds of content, so if you haven't yet, click on my face to subscribe. If you want to watch more videos, I've got some sweet playlists, including this one, where I open up every fat pack ever created. I've also got this one over here where I open just about anything vintage and old and expensive for your enjoyment. And all this is made possible by the awesome backers at our Patreon, which is linked in the description of every video. Hop on over there, check it out, see if it's something you might want to consider. If not, sit back, enjoy, and I'll still love you.